Well, hello, Lori.
Hi, Vic. How are ya? Thanks for
You're doing
coming.
well. Yes.
So
Good to
glad.
see you.
Yes. How you been?
I've been good. Been staying put.
Well, most of us have been, huh? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
been a challenge over the last year or
really have.
just under 9 months.
You've been doing some good work. I've been following what you've been doing. It's great.
Well, I'm so glad. I know that you've always been a supporter of online anything when it came to wildfowl carving, just because it promotes the art and it makes
Yeah,
it possible
yeah,
for us.
Lori. I've been teaching pretty much full time on Zoom since June,
Nice. How's
and
that working for you?
it's great, man. It's great. It took a while to get my students used to it.
Right.
You know, as it's really a pain sometimes, but once you get them rolling, it's it's been actually better for me. I can actually see more on
Of what?
camera than sometimes in person. Yeah,
Right. Right. Have you ever
it
met
works.
Jeff at the World? My husband, Jeff?
Absolutely. I've
Yeah,
met him,
yeah.
but it's been a while.
That's Vic Kirkman, honey.
Good morning.
Yeah. Hi,
So,
Jeff. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Good. So,
so
uh, I had a question for you. I was going to ask. I was looking for your number. I was going to call you.
uh-huh.
Just a simple question. I'm looking for a open mouth loon study, common loon study bill.
I have one that was given, hand signed and given to me by Bob Miller because I actually provided the loom that was used to cast one of his
Yeah.
closed bill. He used the same one to do an
Right.
open bill. Um,
I
so
could use a photograph of the inside of that mouth if you could send me one.
sure, I can do that. Let me make a note
Fantastic.
here to do that for you.
That'd be super. Or you can put it up on the screen. I'll just screenshot it.
Yeah, it was really helpful. Even with the loon chick, they have a lot of this. Most of everything is the same. It's just smaller on the chick. So
I've got your book. I've got your book, and I've got a student that's doing a loon. We're trying to figure out the mouth inside the mouth.
okay, I have a picture too to show you the color that I took when I had the actual loon specimen that the state of Minnesota gave me. Um,
Wow.
yeah, it was
Well,
pretty cool. I had to have a special letter and all this stuff from the state to actually own it. I have it. I didn't own it. It was on loan to
yeah.
me.
Well, that's
Uh,
loon territory.
that's true. It was turned in by a citizen, and uh, it
Well,
actually,
if
I
you
had
could,
a freezer accident and lost the specimen in that. So
you had a what?
a freezer accident.
Oh, one
Somebody
of
didn't
those.
plug the freezer in, and it wasn't Jeff.
Ooh.
I'll tell you that much. It was my uncle. So
Oh my goodness.
bill photos. Okay, and study casting. Sure, that's great. Do you have a closed bill loon?
I do.
Okay.
Uh, I
A
do.
Bob
I have
Miller?
the red. Well, I have. No, I don't have his. I've got the red-throated loon. Is all I've got. I
Okay,
don't
well,
have the.
I'll photograph the closed bill as well, because it'll just be good
Fantastic.
reference for you. Yeah.
That's
I
fantastic.
I approached Bob Miller, and I only talked to his wife Carol
I did.
about actually photographing the bills and doing line drawings of all the bills and then
That'd be
offering
fantastic.
them as reference.
Yeah.
No response.
I
So
didn't know he was still alive. I didn't even know he
I
was
don't
still alive.
know. I know he is still alive. She said she was gonna talk to him about it, and I wouldn't doubt if he was maybe even sitting right there during our conversation and hearing it and
That'd be
shaking his head
fantastic.
no because I never heard back.
I don't know what he looks like.
I do too. I know he was heavy there for a while, and I believe
Oh
he
yeah.
was a anesthesiologist or something about surgery, and I think he had one of those bypass surgeries, and the next
Wow.
year I saw him, I didn't even recognize him, and I know that was much healthier for him. But
That's
yeah,
just.
I don't know if he's. how he's doing. He's just not online, and he's not planning in any way, shape, or form to do any more castings. And I understand.
I've got a lot of them, but
Me too.
I've kind of gone to the Farabee study bills mostly.
Yeah, the ones that you can get those at Dorrance and Great Dorrance. And,
yeah, pretty.
they're not quite as nice. They're just more of an example than an actual, to me, real true casting. Like Bob Miller was doing with all the detail.
Yeah, right. Well, they did have detail, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Allow a little bit of this way shrinking. You got
right.
It. That's fantastic. That's super.
Super. So I wonder where Lori is. There for sure. Lori was going to be here. Lori Corbett.
Yeah.
Yep. She was the person I recruited when Jeff and I decided we were going to try this. And she's been a great asset because she's really
got a couple minutes.
Well,
we got a couple minutes to go.
Yeah, she has a lot of enthusiasm about this.
Yes.
Sometimes almost over enthusiastic.
About this?
About everything.
Oh yeah, she can.
Yeah, that's Lori. I mean, I've known her for a long time.
Right. But she's been. Thank God for her enthusiasm, because there's been some.
I wish we all had that.
Yeah, there's been some, disappointing things that have happened in this last 9 months, and but not enough to turn. There she is. Speak of the devil. I wonder if anyone else will make it.
Big hugs. Big hugs.
Long time no see, girl.
Yeah.
How have you been? You big?
Been good. Been good. I tell you, I'm glad to see you back in it again and going at it strong. Can't hear you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do it. You're getting in there, girl. I'm glad to see it.
Feels good.
I bet it does. Imagine so. Yeah, I'm outnumbered here.
So, let's see. It's 11:01. What do we want to do? We want to start.
The only question I had was about the world, right? That's what this is about.
Well, no, this isn't about the world.
It's not.
This isn't the world. No, this is a totally separate endeavor than the world. The world's having mail-in divisions this year.
Yeah, I got the memo of that, but I couldn't make heads or tails out of the categories.
Yeah, they're different. They're mostly miniature and very mailable. I think that's what they're probably striving for.
Right.
Where nobody has to mail anything to us, because if they do, it's email. So otherwise,
it's all virtual.
It's all virtual.
All photographs.
Yeah, all photographs.
Wow. Oh, really?
Have you photographed your own work, Vic?
My what?
Have you photographed your own work?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
I could send a bunch of them.
Well, there's, we're I don't know if you've poked around the website to see what the requirements are.
Yeah, well, I was concerned about the actual voting categories.
Well, what we're going to be doing with that is having the contestant, the entrant, submit a video proving that it floats right and it self-writes, if that's the requirement.
Was it a 3-minute? Was it a 3-minute video?
No, 30 to 60 second video is long enough.
All right.
For us to really, to determine.
I agree.
There's Pam, yay.
She brought zombies.
Yes. I'll tell you, I've had that song going through my head all day since she called them zombies, by the way.
So there's the face behind the name, Pam Wilson. I had never actually seen the face with the name.
Hi, Vic.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Fine, thank you.
Good, good.
Well,
I've been causing them problems all week.
No, she's been helping us iron out what may be problems for others. So it's been very wonderful to have you helping us, Pam. I don't know
Is
what's going on. Am I supposed to have done anything yet today?
you know, I'm thinking it probably is that registration magic.
Okay,
Because
I do too. That's what I think. And I think we should disable it. And I will take a look at the profile grid form for registration and make any changes that are necessary. And we'll see if maybe that's the difference. And then I'll have you do that again, Pam. We'll register you again. Hi, Leo.
Yeah, well,
Leo.
just tell me.
Hi, Leo.
Yeah,
Hi, Leah.
I put the badge on you, Laurie.
Yeah.
You know, to just kind of experiment. It wouldn't let me do it to me because I'm an admin, but I could do it to anybody else. And I was getting the same results that
well, you
Pam
must have done it
was.
to like the Lori J. McNeil one, because then you wouldn't have been able to put it on my admin.
Yeah.
Either.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was seeing
Yeah.
the 2 profile links, and you know, one took you to the little text profile, the other took you nowhere. I tried to make that one that took you nowhere just disappear, because I can see where Pam is getting it's a profile grid number 1 and profile grid number 4 or something.
3.
But I was still only seeing one instance of the ribbon. So I don't know what's going on your end, but something just with that particular form is
and that's
awesome.
not going to be hard to just deactivate or even just remove to see if that fixes some of our issues.
You know, we could
he was in the middle of a question. Everybody popped in.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. He was asking about flotation and
about the 30 to 60 minute videos. I'd like to get back to that.
And then we'll get back to Pam's issue and getting that resolved, so that I don't know, you know, if you have any more questions, if you feel like sticking around, you're welcome to stay. So what we've done is we've automated it so that when the entrant is required to submit the 30 to 60 second video, they will upload it to a YouTube account, a free YouTube account, and submit the link to that video. And then our software grabs that video and masks off the name and adds the entry number and the contest number to the title and the description of the video, so that the judges won't see whose bird it is. That was a real big caveat we had in keeping it secret from the judges. So once the judging is done and the judges have looked at the videos, and we'll be able to put videos like, just like my screen is, I got 6 different videos going on here, and the judges can see everything floating. It'll be one at a time, I believe. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe Sean can make it do it all at once. That's a lot of bandwidth.
That might be the next iteration.
Right.
But
They'll be able to prove that flotation. The judges will be able to judge accordingly, along with the photographs that they're required to submit. So once the judging is done, we'll flip the switch and say who won first, second, or third in whichever division that is, whatever level it is. And then not only will the video become viewable by the public, so that you can click on it, the name then is available for all the public to see, because the judges are done and it's no longer a secret. Then we've got 2 weeks of public judging that'll go on with voting, which is going to also facilitate the People's Choice in a different division. The Ashley Gray People's Choice will be the 9 divisions that are in the open level. Will take the first, second, and third place winners, and we're going to ask the public to vote for their favorite of those 27 entries, assuming we get 27. There's no time limit on your entry.
One vote per person.
Right, 1 vote per person. There's no time limit on your entries, Vic. Go ahead. Go ahead, Vic. Are we all locked up? Can you hear me, Vic?
Can I-
am I- okay. My question is about when you say floating events, does this mean everything or just world class and everything?
Well, we don't have world-class level right now. We have
Please don't.
open, intermediate, novice,
Please
and
don't do
junior.
that to me. Don't do that to me, please.
So we only have the 4 levels right now. We don't have a world level because that is actually the world, that's their show, and we're not going to step on their toes. If we have anything, we might have a master's level or master's class or something that would be for future shows, like maybe
So
those.
this is a separate from.
Not,
So this is a separate. Huh.
not to say that we won't work with the world or do something with them, but this is a separate entity.
Completely.
Well, I think it's wonderful. It's basically an experiment, right?
Well, it's more than an experiment. We spent a lot of money on it. So
I mean, as far as the logistics go, is what I'm talking about.
right.
We're hoping if you build it, they will come.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
I
they'll be a
think it's a
keeper
good
too.
idea. I think it's a wonderful idea.
There'll be a keeper
Also,
too. We
when
might have to work out, but we're all right.
Yeah,
I just wanted you to have your answer to your
Well,
question.
I'm more concerned with designated species events.
well,
Because
okay.
I worked hard and long to get mine ready, and I wasn't expecting to have to do anything with them this year. That's my problem.
Well, I don't understand what you're saying about designated species. You mean
Pears, for example, like pears, for instance.
well, you do realize that you can enter your birds from 1996 if you want to in the appropriate divisions.
You're talking
No
about
limit.
the world division of that you were working for, right? You were working for
on
the
that.
World
yeah.
pair.
That's what he was working for.
Yeah.
But we're not doing that.
No, no, and I have pieces for a world level that I'm not going to be entering here. I'm going to save them for world.
Okay.
But knowing that you can enter anything you've ever carved before,
Well, that's different.
yeah, it is different. And you know what else, Vic? 80% of the entry fees are being paid back out in prize money.
That's wonderful.
Now,
Yeah.
when you, I got a question. When you say you can enter something you've carved before, do you enter it in that category that carving would have been at that time?
Well, give me an example of
Good
that.
question.
Well, let's say you did something. Let's say you did something back in 1985,
Okay.
and you entered as a novice.
Uh-huh.
And
No,
at this point,
No. You can't
okay,
enter
that's what I
into-
wanted to know.
Yep. If you feel that what you carved in 1996 can compete at the level you're carving at today, you'd enter in today, then you can enter it. That's fine.
Okay. That's what I wondered, and that
Yep.
makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. I just wondered how that would work. How that was working.
Yeah, it might be fun to try that, but I don't know if we're ready for it.
Well, you know,
Laurie, would this be like just this first contest where we're just entering everything we've got?
I was talking to, who was it I was talking to? Matus, I think, about if you could enter birds that have been competed before. Well, and to Monty as well. If you were, say we had an IWCA championship division and you entered that same division in 2000, win, lose, or draw, you entered your bird in that division, it would not be eligible for a new championship division for IWCA. But for our divisions, if you've never entered that bird in our show, I mean, you can't hop divisions. Like one year you put it in the working decoy, and then the next year you put it into smoothie decoys. No, you can't do that. You can only enter a bird into a division once There might be an instance where you could enter something into the auction division. You know, that might be okay because you're donating it 60-40 and then we're going to auction it off for you. But, you know, I think that when it comes to the actual competition, you know, you can only enter it into the competition once. But if it's never competed there before, I think that we'd be cutting our noses off to spite our face to say, no, you can't do that. We're trying to encourage more entries because that's going to mean more prize monies for you guys, for the entrants.
So just to recap, so you enter the carvings from long ago, but you have to enter into the divisions that you're currently competing at.
No, the level, not the divisions,
Sure.
the level of competition. Yep.
Thank you, the level.
Yep.
Does that make sense to everyone?
Mm-hmm. You have a target date for this?
We're going to start taking entries on February 12th through March 14th. And then we're looking at judging the following weekend. There is an event calendar on our website that you can keep up with everything going on.
You say our website, you mean your website, artistry.com?
No, wildfowlcarvingchampionships.com.
Okay. That's nice.
Lori, I got a question
Yeah.
or clarification. Are we allowing, you know, these past, like if you did your bird in 1996 or whatever, is it just our first contest, or is it going to be for every contest we run? I just need some clarification.
I think it should be for every contest. You can't enter it again if you entered it in one of our contests in 1 year.
Right. Okay. But we could, like, say the next one, if somebody had a 1995 bird, they could enter it in the next contest.
That's right. But they still would have to enter it if they were a novice when they entered it. And now they're in open, they'd have to compete in open, and that could be a trick for some.
I got it. Just wanted to clarify that. Okay.
Good. Thank you.
Well, I have another question.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm starting to get interested in this.
I'm glad.
It was totally, I was way off base as far as what I thought it was. But anyway, I have a lot of students, and they're all on Zoom, and they're working on birds. I've got probably 12 birds in the background that could go now, you know.
Right.
And so my students, I'm more interested for my students' sake than anything else.
So they wouldn't have to have their photographs submitted until the middle of March, the 14th of March. But we would suggest, because who says it's going to go smoothly, that they give themselves some cushion of time to go back and readjust. Because if pictures aren't big enough, if they're not high enough resolution, you don't have the right number, it's going to say, sorry, you need more pictures, or it's higher resolution needed, or.
Excellent.
Yep.
Okay, the information, will this all be on this website, right?
All of it's on the website. There's a little bit of tweaking to be done. We've just recently kind of made a decision about what our entry fees will be. And we're looking at $10 for novice, $20 for intermediate, and $30 for open.
10, 20, 30. Fantastic. Guys, I really appreciate this. I've got another class I got to go.
Okay, well, give me a call, but spend some time poking around the website. I think you'll go, oh my God.
I definitely will. I got everything written down.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn this on to all my students, and hopefully we'll all get involved.
Thank you.
Get them ready.
Thank you very much, Vic.
Thanks so much, Vic.
Take
care.
Bye-bye.
Good
Bye.
job.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I'll see you later, Lori.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Which Lori?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're both here.
Well,
So,
I think it's going to be a
Leo.
common question. I think it's going to be a common question. Everybody's going to confuse this with world.
Because that's what I'm wondering, is if they're thinking that we
Yeah.
are a world.
Mhm.
What do you think, Pam?
Never.
Well, that was going
No.
back to last year. That was my first question, really, was Who are you? Interesting. I take it you guys have seen that the wards have now put out their not virtual competition, because so for our guys, forget it.
Right.
Because they're mailings. It's a mailing competition.
Yeah.
They're all mailings apart from the People's Choice, because I was reading through it a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think you probably need to do some publicity on the basis that this is nothing to do with Wildfowl Carving Magazine. It is nothing to do with the World Championships. This is totally separate.
Good
Well,
idea.
and I thought that, and you know, we assume a lot when we know it. I thought that people seeing that we were IWCA affiliate would just put it together that no, we're not World, because World is not IWCA in any way, shape, or form. Well, the Chesapeake Challenge is, but that's not World. That's Chesapeake Challenge. So, you know, and it's not, they're not putting two and two together. And okay.
That's a good one. Well, you know, he did. He brought up a good point. It was.
Well,
you know,
he says, yeah, well, before you guys popped on, he says, yeah, I've got some questions. I said, okay. And he goes, so for the world competition. And I'm like, okay, I know a little bit. I read the thing, you know. I know they're probably going to tap me on the shoulder for something, but, you know, I don't know any. And then he's like, this isn't the World. It isn't. Oh my gosh. So he was totally not understanding.
Well, I think part of that could be that, you know, people are worried about that. Like if he was doing like world pairs, he doesn't want to put his stuff in a competition before he gets a chance to put those into world pairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right.
So he wants to wait until 2022, where we hope he'll be back. And that's exactly what I'm doing with my world level entries, because, you know, I do want the title, and that's what I'm shooting for and have been, you know, for a long time, but can't win if you don't play. And,
well, Laurie, let's hope that the World Championships wants to use our platform.
That would be cool. If they could, if something happened,
I don't know how you're going to do
it would be a good platform for any show to actually use as their platform. Because
that was one of our ideas from the first, wasn't it?
Well, it was. We thought that if we could actually,
a dream.
Yeah, we could actually pull it off ourselves, then, and as the example, then we would have maybe some of the shows think that could be an alternative. You know. Plus, there's so much more involved in virtual championships than there is in wildfowl carving. Wildfowl carving is the guinea pig, the test site, the it's the most or the most complex,
intricate. It's the most
championship that we have, and in our little, we have a little umbrella, a big umbrella for virtual championships, and underneath that umbrella are a lot of different other venues, including fish carving, which would probably be the second most, or taxidermy, another complex. But when it comes to like pet photography or pets, your favorite pet, or, you know, I mean, we can do all kinds of things. I mean, and we have all the domain names for it too. So this is just the beginning.
Oh, do you?
But this is most dear. This is most dear to our hearts, and so this is why we wanted to kick this off, because if this works,
it started out as this, and then
really,
it was the potential was recognized. I recognized the potential, and Lori and I recognized it together in our discussions. And I kept telling Jeff, and he's like, wow, no. Now he starts coming up with ideas like breeder championships. So that could be anywhere from dogs to fish to flowers, you know. So that's a future thing. But
Also,
right now, the most complex one is wildfowl carving, and that's the one that started it all, and that's why we're willing to put so much into it, because we believe that it's important.
I'd like to welcome Jonathan aboard.
Jonathan here?
Oh,
Can you turn on your video or your
You might be
voice,
muted.
Jonathan?
can you chat him and tell him to? There
Yeah,
you go.
here I am.
Hi,
Welcome.
how you doing?
Hi,
Welcome.
Jonathan.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Doing. Thanks
joining
for
us.
joining us.
Thank you for putting it on.
Yeah. So we're hoping to answer any questions people might have. Do you have any?
Not really. I'm just kind of curious on what kind of participation you're gonna have.
Well, we don't know what kind of participation we're going to have till our first show. That's always a caveat, a nail biter. But we hope to have a lot of entries. Uh-oh, we're going to be doing this again. We're going to have to do the reconnect thing. I forgot.
So, okay, just real quick, when you reconnect, do you use the same password and everything?
Same everything, yep.
Mhm.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
what took me so long to get back last time.
All
I
right.
wasn't sure.
I'm sorry about this.
We only get
Yeah.
40 minutes, Jonathan, so you'll have to log back in.
Okay.
Same link.
We're not
Now,
cheap,
we're
we
going to
promise.
fix that. We're going to fix that.
It's just I forgot. And
I've got a
actually,
paid
I
account.
was
We can
gonna have-
use that
Yeah, I
too.
was going to have Lori set it up. My big deal is that we record these for provenance, and so that we
Mhm.
go back like for minutes of a meeting and remember what do we talk about or who said what. So, you know, we record them just so that we can have that documentation.
Did you want to recap for Jonathan?
Well, Jonathan, we were talking about, we had Vic Kirkman. Do you know Vic Kirkman?
I do not.
Okay, he's in, I think he's in North or South Carolina, and he logged on thinking we were the world championships, and we're not. This is a totally different effort, and
Right.
once he figured out that it wasn't, and he started hearing, you know, that it is different and what we are doing, he got really excited. So he asked a few questions and got some information, and he's going to check back in with us over the week. You haven't been in any of our other meetings, and we've just basically talked about how the software has been being developed. We have contest software that allows the the contestant, to enter into a division with a required number of photos with a required resolution, and sometimes video if you have to prove flotation of your decoy or self-righting of your decoy. So the contestant would then be required to submit a 30-second to 60-second YouTube video from their YouTube account. And what our software will do now is going to go to that link. It's going to suck in that video, and it's going to put it onto our Wildfowl Carving YouTube page, and it's going to rename it with the entry number and the contest number, so that our judges, when they're judging it live, won't know the name of the entrant. That was one of the big things that was a problem in providing video. We wanted to keep it secret, but everybody's name and everything's all over it. And
right.
When we suck it in, we can turn off the sound so that a voice isn't talking and kind of, you know, giving away who that entrant could be. So there was a lot to consider, but it became very apparent that the decoy carvers, and I am a decoy carver, and I love working decoys and engineering them to self-right, and I spend a lot of time doing it. So that should be judged. It wasn't the assumption. Strategy didn't fly, and that's okay. It didn't fly with Monty. It didn't fly with Matus. It didn't fly with Anthony Donato, and they've sat in on video. Not Monty, but they've sat in on our meetings and expressed their concerns. So have you photographed your decoys before or your carvings before?
I have, but it wasn't elaborate.
Okay. I don't know. I just photographed. I did it really quick because I was in a hurry, but I did a blue goose recently and just posted photos of it. And I didn't use a light box. All I used was my backdrop and my 2 lights on the side and a handheld camera. I did not even use a tripod. So it can be done. And sometimes it's going to take some experimentation, but I think that if you have, anyone has problems, right? If anyone
Under $25 for the
your
whole
phone,
thing, your
if you want
phone.
to use your phone. But if anyone has problems, they can ask the younger generations who always know how to do it. See, right?
Yeah.
And maybe they'll decide they want to learn how to carve when they see what they're teaching you
Let's
how to
hope so.
photograph, you know?
Yes, absolutely. Also, we want to touch base on that. We're going to allow entries from a long time ago
Yeah, I mean,
that were carved in a division that you're at a level at.
No. At a division. I'll explain to you. If you carved it in 1996 and you feel like it would still compete at the level of competition you are now, you might have been a novice back then or an intermediate, now you're an open. If you can take that novice carving you did really well with back in 1986, compete it today, and you feel like you have a chance, then you should enter it because there is no time limit. We won't let you enter a piece more than once in the contest. But next year you could enter ones you hadn't entered before in our contest and still compete, and that'll qualify you for that. So that kind of opens
This
the door.
is non-IWCA, by the way.
What's not? Well, we use IWCA rules.
Right.
We may have IWCA championship events down the road, even in this year. That's not been determined yet. It will be mid-year, and we might just hold some standalone IWCA event like we do our big event every year.
Lori, would you go over the dates again?
We'll start taking entries on February 12th, and we'll take them through March 14th. And then we'll spend the week in between the weekend, the days in between the weekend, and start judging on the, I think it's the 20th and the 21st. And then if we need to go further, we'll have to do the following weekend as well. There is an events calendar on the website right now that'll keep you up to date on events, including this. We meet every Saturday like this so that people can pop on and ask their questions. And so it looks like we've got 2 minutes and 36 seconds left before they're gonna chop us off.
Thank you for recapping. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I. Thanks.
So do you have any other questions, Jonathan?
What are you looking at in terms of entry fees?
For the novice division, it's going to be $10. For the intermediate, $20, and open is $30.
All right.
And that's PayPal. When the judges are done judging your birds live, your division, whatever divisions you're in, we on the back end tell first, second, and third who gets that based on what the judges tell us. And your PayPal account, just like that, your prize monies get sent out to your PayPal account. So it's an instant payoff, which is kind of cool. And that's 80% of the entry fees is what determines the amount of the prizes for first, second, and third in every division at every level except junior. Junior doesn't get money. We're going to look for sponsors for juniors down the road.
And then we'll have honorary judging
Yep, honorary judges. Experience. There'll be honorary judges for this first year, and you know, we are looking to have people help us out here because we can't do it all by ourselves, and it's just like, it's not just like, but it's similar in the fact that it takes more than a handful of people to make something like this happen. So we software should be ready this week, and then we are, oh, here we're going in less than 1 minute. Oh, okay, let's all log off and log back on, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'll restart.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, we'll get this fixed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, we lost Pam. She might be coming back in a minute.
You know, it's let's see, it's about 7 o'clock her time, I think.
Here she is.
There she is. And Leo still.
And Leon, yeah, he hasn't come back.
And Leo won't miss anything when I say, you know, the more entrants there are in any division, the bigger the prize money is going to be with an 80% payout. So first place gets 50% of that money, that 80%, and second place gets 35%, and third place gets 15%. So that's all been programmed into the software so that every time an entry happens, the entry, the first, second, and third place prize monies change at the top of the page. And so if you enter it in there, all that calculates out and says, okay, well, now there's 5 entries and there's first, second, and third. These are the prize money for those based on those number of entries. So we think it's going to be pretty slick.
It's a nice feature.
Mm-hmm.
And the video thing with the whole masking thing, did you catch all of that, Pam? How we're going to suck in the video,
Yeah.
mask it, and then when the judging's over, the video link becomes available to the public. But until then, the judges won't even see that link. They'll only be able to maybe review or view those according to entry numbers on their own at our website, at our YouTube channel. So any other questions from anybody? We had some technical issues that we think we're gonna correct by eliminating something on the website. So a feature that's not a big deal. So we're gonna do some testing on that. We're gonna deactivate and uninstall. Don't do that yet though. I'll do that because I don't want to.
I'm not touching that.
Okay.
Me neither. I am waiting until you tell me, until I get the email that says I've been deleted, and then I will register again. And maybe it'll be third time lucky.
Right. Leo, you haven't experienced a dual anything on your profile page, have you?
Not yet. Not yet.
All right. I think it's just because we have 2 different programs running registration forms, 2 separate.
I mean, I registered and I'm only on there one. I don't have a picture up there yet, but.
Okay. Have you poked
I think
around
it's
at
something
all?
just with the badge, Laurie.
Pardon me?
I think it's something maybe with that particular form. Because if everybody else is
But I replaced it.
Yeah, you did. Oh, by the way, you did forget to put the new number in the short code, and I did that, but that didn't fix anything.
Okay.
So, okay. I just thinking that maybe,
I
we have all these. I'm sorry. Did we have all these categories like did we have all these categories in place before Sean and Jake integrated?
Yeah, that menu's been around. You're talking about the menu or the form?
Our forms.
No, the form's been there since before. But there's been a lot of different updates to the plugin, including Profile Grid, which handles our users.
I'm just kind of wondering if it's maybe got something to do with maybe that form, whatever Sean did. It's not
well, that was going to be kind of our
at it twice or five times.
That was going to be our backup plan, was to ask Sean if we were still experiencing this after we deleted Pam's account and had her redo it. So if we contact Sean, he's going to come back with and tell us to turn off plugins. We know that he's done it before. So I think we just go ahead and get rid of registration magic for a little while. You know,
deactivate
it. Well, sometimes I don't know. I guess if we delete it, maybe it would save some of it. But
sign in again.
I just don't want it to interfere, and I don't know if it's important. I've just heard that there can be a problem when you deactivate but don't uninstall a plugin.
Sometimes, yeah.
All right.
Sometimes.
Well, I'll deactivate it.
Yeah.
And then
I can say this though. I checked out the password recovery. That works.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Look, Lori, when you asked if I'm, have any doubling or whatever, what did you mean by that?
Like double
Pam.
badges.
Well,
which Lori? Sorry.
It doesn't. I think it was Lori McNeil. It's when you talked about profile. If I click on profile, I can see right at the top. I see my email.
Yeah.
And then I see two more things like Bandito and Bandito-as, and then I see my username again. Is that what you meant by doubling?
Maybe.
I mean, I see two things with I have LSCA long. I see two things with it. I see a whole email address, then I see two more entries that I can click on, like enter usernames. So
do you send us a screenshot?
Do you know how to do a screenshot?
Let me see.
I don't know how to do this.
Share screen.
Because I'm looking at I'm on my iPad because that's the only one that has a camera, and I'm looking at my computer.
Can you share your screen? Maybe?
Yeah, let's do this.
There you go.
I'll just.
That'll work.
Oh, there's old school.
Perfect.
Okay.
Do you see it, or is it?
Yes.
Okay, not all the way. A little bit more. Turn it a little or back it off a little.
Oh, okay.
Okay, those are your choices of usernames that you might have typed in the past.
Right. So I've got up there. It's my LS my email, and then just the username that I always use for everything. So
it's the username that you need to. No, that's not what we're talking about duplicating. We want you to log. If you are at your profile page and you're logged in and you're at your profile page, we wanted to know if you had you have a WCC member badge.
Oh, okay.
If you're IWCA, then you have an IWCA member badge.
You see two of those, two instances.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look for that right now and see if I can.
All right.
While we're talking here.
Right.
And just for my own OCD thing, which username do you want to use? Is this Bandito with your email for when you log in?
I think it was the wasn't it the very bottom one?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
My username is usually just the LSCA long. That's what I use. It's just my wife's and my initials with the last name. That's what I kind of use for every time I use a username.
You can remember it.
Yeah, right.
Right.
I want to purge all the artifacts from the database. So I was just wondering. I didn't want to break you.
Oh.
Well, I think his That was
Well,
more
just-
his browser cache, remembering when he's tried to pop in.
It
there.
could have
Yeah,
been.
but if I eliminate from the database, it won't show up again.
Oh, okay. Not,
I mean,
oh,
now
so
things
Jonathan,
I've just noticed now because I'm looking, like you said, trying to remember. I'm looking at all my passwords. I do not remember what my password was for it. So if I have to register, it's gonna.
you can recover it,
You
That's
can
right. I can recover it.
Yep,
I
that
think
works.
and we would like
All
you
right,
to
well,
try
let's do
that
that.
just to see if it works.
I'll
And
do that right now.
yeah, and
It does.
so
Jeff says it does.
I had to reuse it.
yes.
I had to use it. But
So Pam, have you noticed anything other than double vision?
No. Well, I got up to, what was it? 6 courageous.
You
peak.
are so brave. You are so brave.
But when you added the new courageous badge, the other 5 changed to a generic user group picture.
Really?
Like
Because I
the
deleted
cache.
Okay.
It's like the cache your end wasn't updating, wasn't clearing.
Okay.
I mean,
Our
because
server cache.
in the course of all the tests, I killed all my cookies, cleared my cache, and I'm now having to log into everything all over again. But yeah, as soon as you did that new courageous badge, all the ones that were the 5 that were already there all went to generic user
But they
groups.
still remained there. Okay.
Oh yeah.
She still had 5 badges, just not 5 courageous. She had 5 member badges.
Yeah, it's like
changed.
at the bottom there's the original one, the WCC, and at the top now is the blue one, and in the middle there are 5 generic ones.
All right.
Call off
Really
your
interesting.
zombie, Pam. Call
we'll
off
try and
your
get that
zombie.
fixed.
So would there be any advantage?
Yeah, last night we agreed.
So really all we need to do is deactivate registration magic, and I have to check out that form, the registration form for profile grid, to make sure it has all the questions that we want. Go ahead, Lori.
I would just deactivate that form for courageous for
I
right
know,
now,
just that,
just to see what it does.
I understand. It's
Yeah,
just
because
that
I am the only person that has got the courageous badge. That
Right.
was when I got to that point down the
Everything was
angle,
fine.
and I thought, hang on, I'm the only one that is a member of that group.
right.
No one else has got the courageous badge until Laurie gave it to you,
Right. Okay.
which
Well-
was yesterday.
Just turn off that form and see what happens with Pam,
The
and
point
then we'll
I'm-
know.
Okay. My point is when I turn off that form, we still have to have a registration form in it. Then it defaults to Profile Grid's registration form. And I'm just going to double check on that to make sure that it has all the things we want on it. I think it's more simple than the registration magic form. So do you want me to do that right now?
I would just,
I can do it
No.
in 2 seconds.
Let's not.
I
let's not do
I
it
just
right
think
now.
there's a
Let's-
problem with the courageous badge form itself.
Even though I
That's something
deleted
that we-
it, the group, everything. I mean, I deleted the group, I deleted the form,
Mhm.
everything. Started over, did it twice, and we're still having the same issue.
I think it's got something to do with maybe Sean's programming.
I think
Sure.
that the first thing to do is to delete me again and me re-register, do exactly the same process. So don't change anything. I register again, you add the courageous badge and see if Laurie's fix now works. So if then all I've got is the 2 badges, it's fixed.
Okay. All right.
That's what I would propose as the first
Well,
step.
maybe after we're done here, Pam and Lori and I can stay on and do that. And Jeff, if you want to hang out, and even if you want to, Leo, you
Kill me off again. I don't mind.
Or Jonathan, we don't want to bore you.
I'm a zombie.
Oh, I find this interesting. Oh.
Okay. Well, you can see what it's taken for us just to get. It's been a lot. So, Jonathan,
we'll probably have more.
You haven't registered yet either, have you?
I have not. So that was my next question. Is a Wildfowl carving magazine?
Nope, it's Wildfowl Carving Championships.com.
It's a long name.
It is.
But it doesn't have anything to do with the magazine.
Nothing at all with the magazine.
Well,
No.
they advertise.
They've got ad space. That's all.
Yeah, ad space.
I
And
shouldn't say that.
and Tom Huntington's very
It's gonna be a
supportive and
collaborative
excited.
effort.
He's happy to have
Yes.
content for the magazine that will be created by the contest or the championship.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what we should do is maybe have Jonathan hold off on registering until after we.
You know, I'd like to see him register now.
Oh,
See what
okay.
happens.
Okay. I don't know if he can hear us.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm on.
All right.
I'm online actually. I got on the page. So.
Okay, good. So if you just go to the registration link, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And what is that link under?
Registration at the top. Are you talking about the website itself, or you're on the website?
Yeah, I'm on the website.
Okay. Yeah, it's just under registration.
Or just says register.
Register in the menu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
Yeah, I was able to get on, and I don't see anything double. It just.
Okay, good.
I didn't see anything either.
The one thing that I did when I registered the first time is I put my IWCA number in there, and it didn't show up this time. So I redid it, and it's on there this time.
Okay. So you went into your profile information and just added it back?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. Good.
Interesting.
Well, that works.
Disappear.
Yeah,
And I did the recovery of well, I just changed my password. I don't know what the first one was. Could have been the same one for all I know.
Right. Right.
And I won't forget this one.
Yeah,
Even if I don't write it down.
I've edited my.
It always helps not
I've
have
edited my profile successfully. I've added to it and things, and no problem with that.
Just the badges. Okay.
Just the badges. I really think, in fact, potentially, when Jonathan has registered, do you need to give him a courageous badge for trying the registration process?
We'll do that. We get it sorted out.
Absolutely.
So it looks like somebody called Russ M joined our meeting, but he's not showing up. Russ Mann.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Facebook notice is very confusing. It suggests an online event. Yes, I think yes.
I only have
Body, it says,
participants.
please join us in a Zoom meeting. Oh,
What if we got hacked?
no, we didn't. I made a mistake.
Did you not let him in?
Not unusual. On the Facebook page, I made a mistake on the announcement.
Okay, I don't see anything for Jonathan yet.
I know
I
I'm
just submitted it.
Oh, you're just doing it? Okay.
All right, should be there.
chips. It says this is 2 hours ago. It says 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. for 2 hours. I don't understand what he's talking about.
Maybe he made a mistake.
Looking at his old
there he
friend.
is.
Russ Man
Here
here?
you are. No, I was just looking at see if Jonathan was on our
okay.
registration yet. You're there. You got one badge. Nothing's doubled.
Okay, so he's on, but he doesn't have a courageous badge.
Let me add him. You know how to do that.
Okay.
Give
Hold
him a
on.
courageous badge and see what happens.
He's brave enough to join our group
Yeah.
and be a guinea pig. Okay. Hold on here. I've got to do this real quick. For Russ Man. Reply.
So what are these badges?
Well, there are different groups that we can create, like judges groups or vendor groups or members groups or charter member groups or IWCA groups. And so when you are added by us as admins, well, when you join, you automatically get the members group one. But
okay, I see the little badge now. The
charter
I
members.
just looked at Pam, so you get that little blue badge. That's what you're talking about.
You're a charter member, actually.
Right, and when you click on that, you'll see all the other members of that particular group.
When you click on the badge? Oh, okay.
Yep. Or you can go to groups and see the different groups you're associated with or member of. All right, I have been totally distracted. I was trying to go and
get Russ in.
Well, I did send him an email with the invitation, but I need the other email from Zoom for him. He said, I don't know, maybe he's in California, you know?
Yeah, I was wondering if he's on a different time zone and doesn't realize.
Okay, reply.
Like I am.
Control V. All right, and I'm gonna send that to him again. All right, so now I was going back to Wildfowl Carving page, our website, and I was going to, what was I going to do?
Give Jonathan a badge.
Oh yeah. All right. So much to remember.
If we know that if it screws up,
the second thing to go.
Yep. Okay, here we go. I'm almost there. Going to award Jonathan a badge for bravery, for courageousness.
Awesome.
Okay. All right.
Okay, if it shows up all right on his, then there's something going on.
Change role.
Then
he'll be on the
may have
last
fixed
page.
it.
Maybe he did fix it. Maybe it's what we needed.
I think Ham's idea was right.
All right, so it's Collier's Creation.
Delete me.
And then I'm going to, okay, hold on.
See, we divide up the software thing. Laurie knows lots about some of it, and I know lots about other of it.
So, right.
And I know nothing about it.
Actually, he learns every day hearing us.
But he's got good ideas.
All right, members.
Yeah, pie in the sky. What? You want us to do that?
Yeah. All right.
You're out of your mind.
I think you'll be on the last page. Collier's Creation.
Yep.
Hyphenating you. I'm going to assign you the Courageous Badge. Courageous Award. Assign.
Oh, there's the loon.
Yes. Okay, now if you refresh your page, your profile page, you should see a new badge on here.
Right.
Okay, now I want to look at something here.
Oh, was I going to Leo's or John? I added it to Jonathan.
Nope, I don't see one. I do have a question though. When you put these badges on, okay, how do you, like, under the IWCA? I was looking at the lifetime. I am a lifetime member. So how do I get one of those badges on mine? Because I did not see that. Do I have to there that it's lifetime member?
No. What we do is we compare when somebody registers to see if they're a lifetime member. And if you didn't add your number, we'd ask you to, you know. So, but if and if you had, say you were an IWCA member annual and you updated to a lifetime membership, we deactivate the regular membership and add you to the lifetime group, so you can be with a group that's a lifetime IWCA.
That's what I just wondered.
It's a manual thing on our side, except for when you add it to the registration. So Jonathan, did you check your profile yet?
I did. It's there.
It's there. Is there only one?
No, it's two. I got the member.
Yeah.
And the courageous.
Okay.
Do you have two? Look down on the left side of your screen under your menu. You have two instances that says personal details.
Under groups?
Well, just under that menu.
Yeah, it's two different personal details.
You do. Okay, so it's doing the same thing it did to Pam.
All right. Brilliant. But did we even look to see if he had to before we added the badge?
I don't think
we added to Pam.
I did.
He just signed on.
Well, yes, I know. But what I'm saying is we didn't look to see if there were two because he created a new account while there's issues using the goofy form.
Yeah, he only had the one the one badge when he first signed on, and the one instance of personal details.
Okay.
So when you add the courageous badge,
now it doubled it as soon as you gave him that second badge.
Yeah, so I'd deactivate that form just to see.
Pam was right.
Okay. Hold on.
That's why
it's actually a group, not a form.
Or a group.
Okay.
Sorry.
Right. That's my.
You're.
I just wanted to make sure.
Well, that helped.
So if I go
I'm sorry.
That actually drew some light to it. Thank you, Jonathan.
All right. So now I'm going to delete the Courageous Award. And let's see, how do I do that? Settings. Oh, there it is, delete. All right. Can't be undone. All right, so now you guys can refresh your profile pages and see if it fixed anything or if you still have goofy badges.
It has. It has fixed the duplicate edit profiles. It has removed the last one that you added yesterday from mine, but on the notifications tab, I have still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, those are old notifications.
2, 3, 4,
yeah.
5. I've got 6 notifications, but they're all from yesterday.
Okay, so you could delete those notifications. All
right.
How does Jonathan, how does yours look now if you refresh?
Just one profile.
Okay.
Yay. All right.
I'm on there too, and I'm seeing the same thing.
All right, so we're good.
I'm deleting my notifications.
Good.
So it really isn't it isn't the registration form and registration magic. It's that group. That one group. So is it maybe the title of the group is too long? I don't know. Sometimes.
Or maybe Sean just decided when he integrated this program, the software, that these were all of the things that we were going to award. and didn't program, because sometimes you have to have it, getting techie, sometimes you have to have an array in your programming, and each item is an array item in the programming itself, so it'll grab that out of the array, but it's grabbing it out of the array, but it's doing it twice. So I'm kind of thinking it's not Sean.
I don't, well, okay, so we're going to keep that. I just wonder if we make any more groups, if it's going to do that again. So maybe
just make up a group.
Okay. Hey, I hate to interrupt, but it was nice meeting you all. I got to go to work.
Thank you so much, Jonathan. We'll be back next Saturday.
All right, I'll be here.
And anything else in between on the week, feel free to contact on any of us.
All right, I'll do it.
Jeff, Lori, or I. Thanks again.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Bye.
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 Okay.
Thank you.
So, yeah, that was wonderful to get somebody new to help.
Yeah.
That was nice. Okay, so I'm going to create a new group and see what happens. Add new. I'm going to call it beta testers.
Zombies.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if it's open, join. Okay. It's a closed group because we're going to add you. And let's see what we got here.
Maybe that might be the setting.
Which one? The closed
or open? Because we have it to where they can't add themselves to any groups. We've got it set it so, you know, maybe that's it. If you hit open, maybe that might change it. I don't know. Stranger things have happened.
That's true. Hold on just a second. I want to get a distinct badge that we can add that'll stand out.
Courageous.
You want me to do courageous again?
The badge. I don't think it's anything to do with the badge itself.
Okay.
I don't know. Just grab something.
Okay. It's just that it would be distinctly different.
Create what?
Yeah.
Create zombie group and.
Okay, here we go. Here, I'll just do. Ding.
You hear my phone going off?
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, was it yours?
No worries. Okay. After registration, go to. Oh, that's registration. See, now this isn't a registration, so that doesn't need to go anywhere. Okay, I'm joining group. Oh, okay. All right. I think I got everything necessary for that. So. Oh. Oh, all right. That means you are a subscriber. I'm going to say. All right. Sorry to make you guys wait.
It's all right. It's all part of the process.
So now
we're not going anywhere.
Okay. So I've got the beta testers, and I'm going to go back to the members. And who do you want me to add to the beta testers group?
Not Pam.
Not
no.
I'm not going to sulk.
Okay. Let's add David. No, David's not here. Leo. I don't know why David's not here. He's made every single meeting in the past. Okay, let's do. What is your username? Again, it's an L. Hold on. L.
CALONG.
Okay, there it is.
I think that's what it is. I don't know because it might come up as my
LSCALONG. Okay, so I'm going to assign you to the beta testers group. Assign. Oops, assign. All right, now you can refresh your profile page, Leo.
Okay, so how do you refresh it?
Control R, or there's a
Or not.
little
F5.
F5.
F5?
Mm-hmm. Just hit
Thank
that
you.
button.
Okay. I see a little red whatever it is.
A little feather.
Doesn't look like a feather, but
It's a multicolored feather.
I just got a red blotch.
A red blotch.
Here, I'll show you.
Okay.
That's the only way I could do it is show you. You see it?
Wow, yes, I do. And it's the right thing. Hold on. Wrong file. Funny. That's hilarious. It is a red blotch. Okay.
Wrong size. Oh, I see it too. What the hell is that? Oh, that's part of your feather. Okay.
It's too huge.
Oh,
it's too huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it's part of it. Looks like, when it blow it up, it looks like part of it, feather.
Okay, I'm just going to use the first.
Have a badge. Any badge.
I'm going to use.
Because it wants a certain size.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Oh, that's too big then. Never mind. No, I don't want that one.
And I created all the badges the same size.
All right.
Also, I tweaked yesterday. When you hover over the badges, did you notice that the badges get a little bit larger?
Good
So you
job.
can read them better?
I'll do that.
All right, I'm just going to use this one and it'll work. Okay. Never mind. Sorry about that. Save. Now,
I keep looking up at that counter. 26 days. The last time I looked at it, I thought it said 30.
I know.
Okay.
All right, so members, I'm going to go back. Now I'm going to add Leo on the third page of members.
Oh, it really doesn't matter, Laurie, because I'm still seeing 2 instances of personal details. Doesn't matter what you added. Your feather or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that you added something, which was a new.
Now refresh again and see what happens.
Did 2 instances of personal details.
Yep, I see a different badge now. It just says Test Enter Contest 2020.
Yep, that's an old badge. So, Lori, what are you saying?
I think maybe I would, I think I would ask Sean.
Okay.
Because he might have all of this stuff in an array.
Well, and I can say we have not had members sign up since he added the ribbon feature to Profile Grid and the awards feature and the contests tab show what we're entered in. So
that's Pam and Jonathan.
Okay, so I'm going to ditch the last group that I just created, which should correct everything for everyone. And then we'll add no more groups till we hear back from Sean. How does that sound?
When you say, Lori Corbett, when you say you see two things, is that just you see it? No,
I'm on Leo. Yeah, I'm on your profile. And you have your picture and your badges and things, and then you have a little menu below that, and then it says personal details. It says personal details twice.
Yeah, see, I only see it once.
Really?
Oh no, you're right. Now you're right. Now I do see it. Yeah. Okay.
And one will take you.
I did not notice. Maybe I didn't notice it before, but that's the first time you say that. I'm looking. Okay, it says edit profile, personal details.
And I was going to do the easy fix, Laurie, by here I am showing you my screen, what you can't see, but the bottom personal details. What I was going to do is try to hide that just through CSS. I mean, it would still be there, but
it's still there. So I think until we hear from Sean,
Well, we can't get
hide
rid of it
anything?
anyway. It's assigning it the same class as the top one. So if I take away one, I take away both. So
Okay,
actually,
now
it takes
I'm
away the
looking
whole
at-
profile.
I'm just
We're
wanted
going
to
to
check.
die again.
Okay, I wanted to check my profile to see what. Oh, we are gonna die. Okay. My profile doesn't have double anything, so it's registrations that have occurred after Sean screwed around with it or updated it. So let's just assume that's it. And is there
When
anything
did
else?
John do what he did?
I want to thank you guys very much. You know, it's always 2 steps forward and 1 back. That's the way this is. But
What were
it's
you
still
asking?
progress.
Now?
When
What?
did Sean do whatever it was he did?
It was before you
Because I
registered.
registered.
Before you registered.
Right.
So that's why I think that's what it is.
A new
And,
registration.
Well, it is nice to have figured that out, and we couldn't have done it without the other users being here at all. We couldn't have. Because our profiles look just fine. There's Pam.
Here's
So-
Pam. Pam and her
I
zombie.
didn't know if you.
Oh, now here's
Yeah.
Richard. He wasn't
Richard.
here earlier.
Welcome, Richard. You might be muted. Anyhow, it was really helpful having both you and
Yeah.
Leo on and Jonathan,
There's
Pam,
Richard.
to work this out. Hi, Richard.
Hi, Richard. You caught us on the tail end. There we
There's
go.
Leo. Hi, Leo.
Hi.
Welcome back. We have limited Zoom capabilities at the moment,
Yeah.
Richard, so that's why we had to log back in.
So, Richard, we've been dealing with some glitches that have occurred in the website, and we finally narrowed down what's causing the issue. You won't see it because it's not happening anymore because we've turned it off and we're addressing.
Oh, his
why it's
audio's not working. Okay. All right, we understand.
I wonder if he can hear us.
Yes, he can hear us. His audio's not working.
I guess it would be no fun just watching our mouths open and close, right?
That's frustrating. But anyhow, I just when you came back on, Leo, just thanks for helping us, because this is what we needed. Pam, your help, it's really great.
Laurie?
No problem.
Which Lori?
You.
Yes.
Laurie McNeil.
What did I do? No.
I'm still looking at Leo's profile. I'm still seeing 2 badges and I'm still seeing 2 instances of personal details.
On Leo's, even though I undid the group. How about yours?
Yeah.
Yep. And I've done a hard refresh. I've purged the site cache. And I've just purged the browser
So removing
cache.
that form didn't do it.
Okay.
I think that's a matter for Sean.
All right. You know what? I think what this is we thought it was adding the badge when it's just the whole registration thing's duplicated. So now what we need to do is turn off registration magic and default to profile grid and see if that fixes it. Because if registration magic isn't on and it's creating the conflict.
Try it. Just
Okay.
deactivate. Don't delete. Just
No,
deactivate.
okay.
While you're doing that, I just wanted to recap for Richard what we've gone through here, if that's all right, real quickly. The entry fees, of all 8 entry fees, we're paying out 80%, and the entry fees are going to be 30 for open, 20 for intermediate, and $10 for novice. Let's see, 30 to 60-second video will be you can upload for the divisions that require anything to be floated. You can enter carvings from long ago into a division of the level that you compete at now. That's wildfowlcarvingchampionships.com. Doesn't have anything to do with World or Wildfowl Carving Magazine. We'll be submitting on beginning on March or April. I'll get it. February 12th.
Okay, I've deactivated. So if Leo and Pam want to maybe refresh and see what happens.
I just did the F5 and it's the same.
Me too. I think it's that adding new form, or I mean a new. What do you call that?
Group.
Group.
Profile grid group. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just adding a new group. So I think it's on Sean's end.
Okay. Well, I'm
Maybe
glad we can attribute it to profile
or something.
Well, you know, if you add a new group, did you try adding a new group to somebody that has two up there and see if it comes up again as another, so that you'd have 3 personal details?
Yeah, Pam had like 5, didn't you?
Okay.
Those were in her notifications, though.
Oh.
You didn't actually see 5 badges, did you?
Okay.
Check your notifications, Leo.
In my notifications, I have 1 beta testers and 1 of the member. But before you did this, I had the 3rd one. You know, with the red feather. You know,
oh yeah, block. That is okay. That's okay. I just switched the image out. Now. Yeah, I switched the image. Okay.
Yeah, that notification is gone now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was there just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, that's because we deactivated that group, or did you?
Well,
your notifications aren't. We're not worried about those.
The notification, even if you group was deleted and a notification has yet to be read, it'll show as a notification to you until you read it. So
well, I guess what I was asking, if you added another one to, if you said Pam had like 4 or 5, if you added another
group
one to your site, like right now, like I mentioned, the IWCA Lifetime.
Right.
If you added that to mine,
okay, let me do that.
Would it come up another? Would it come a 3rd personal detail come up?
Let's see if that.
Oh, good idea.
Yep, very good idea.
Good idea.
I'm gonna have to.
Your notifications. I'm sorry.
No. I'm just talking to myself. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say the notifications are nothing but like little mini emails to you.
Right.
Yeah. So, if you see 5 or 6 of them, then you know that we've tried 5 or 6 times to do something to you. And it's telling you that.
Yeah, I understand that because I know she tried, but that one disappeared. That's why that extra one that was in there disappeared.
Yeah.
And I think it's because she took the group out. Yeah.
All right. So now I'm going back to Leo on page 3. And I'm going to.
Leo should get a courageous badge too when we get it working.
I agree.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted. You know,
when was the courageous badge created? Was it created at the same time as all the other badges?
It was about a week and a half ago.
That was made just for you.
But was it before Sean did his changes or after?
No, it was after.
All right, so if I go here and I
so
assign
technically
a group.
If you assign IWCA Lifetime or anything else to Leo, that shouldn't duplicate, or should it?
No, you can refresh, Leo.
Okay. Nope, it just it put it on there.
Yeah.
But it did not put an extra personal details up
Okay,
there.
so that's
So
maybe
you got
because
two.
that group was created before Sean did his stuff too. So
Okay.
that group's existed. It's just, I think it's the new groups.
Well,
It's the new groups that we add.
You know what? Create another group, just whatever, like completely lost it group, and put something on there and see what happens. If you want to do that onto mine, I don't care.
No, say that again. I'm sorry.
I was to say you created that extra group, the beta testers. So that's when that, I think that person, if you create another new group and just call it whatever, completely lost it, call it that group, create the group, put a badge up there, and see if a third personal detail comes up.
Or else take that badge off and see if it goes back to 1.
Which should I do?
You could take the beta testers group, take both of them
beta
off.
tester badge off.
Okay.
And see if it goes back to 1.
Resistance.
All right.
That's another way to do it.
You want me to take just the badge off or the whole group?
Well, take him out of the group. Can you take him out of the group?
No.
You can't?
No, there's no way to take someone out of a group. He can leave the group. If you
How
go
do you
to your
do that?
group,
I'll try.
Go to your groups.
Okay, groups.
And click on the group you want to leave, and
which one do you want me to do? Which
beta
one
testers.
Beta testers. Leave that group.
Okay, so you click on the settings or okay, leave the group.
Yep.
Good job.
Okay, so right now
still showing it.
It's still showing it. Can you refresh?
It's just in my thing. It still shows my badge. I'm still on the.
Me too.
Okay. Now hold on here.
Should I do it again?
Well, this month you don't have a picture of yourself there.
That's the other. I don't know how to do that. That's what I was.
Well, we'll walk you through that.
All right.
Okay.
So
do that.
Do you want me to try leaving it again?
Yes. Try leaving the beta. Maybe I need to refresh. You're still there.
Yep. Can't leave a group. You're there forever.
Yep, it doesn't let you leave.
That's how I screwed up with David Harris.
California.
That's how I screwed up David Harris's profile, and I totally deleted him because I thought I was deleting him from a group, and I ended up deleting him completely in one fell swoop. So, I just don't see a place to delete a user from a profile. Well, you know what? Hold on. I think there's a setting that we have set up where we don't let the user delete his account, maybe.
Once you've got them, you can't get out.
Oh, you're in jail.
Oh, it's Hotel California.
Exactly, Richard.
Okay. Display password change. Show privacy. Allow users to hide their profiles. No.
No.
Allow profile deletion. Hold on.
Bingo.
Okay, we're going to let you do that now. I'm going to say,
It's going to take away the whole profile.
It will.
So we don't want to do that. We want group.
We
want group deletion.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hold
now,
on.
interesting. Just I don't know when you click on personal details. If you click on mine, and I don't know if this is the same as yours. If you click on the first one, it shows personal details.
Mm-hmm.
If you click on the second one, it doesn't show anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's because it's creating this registration twice, and we're trying to figure out why.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a null. It's in the programming, I think. It's null.
Accounts. I'm going a little bit deeper here. No, it's not user. It's user groups is what we're looking for, not user accounts. And I'm
Kind of sucks that you can't remove a user.
I'm sure you can. I just am not tools. No. General. I'm going to general.
I don't know if it's got anything to do with Sean's or not. And we didn't update this,
No.
right? Because Sean's going to have to do that for us now that he's tweaked the program.
Everything, yes. Okay. I don't see anywhere for
You could leave a group.
no group specific settings that I can find
How
here.
dumb is that?
Well, in Profile Grid, it's so powerful, although there is an upgraded version. So I'm wondering if that might have something to do with it.
Registration magic?
No, Profile Grid also, but we got all of that.
You know, what I'm wondering, if this is just kind of we're getting geeky again. And if Sean did this right, and I know he did, I'm sure he did,
Right.
is added a page called Functions PHP.
Yes.
And then you can make your changes on that. And if there are any upgrades or any updates, it will update everything, but it won't touch that page. You see what it's a programming thing, and it's standard practice. I'm sure Sean's done it, because he would go in and change the actual code on on Profile Magic Registration Magic or Profile Grid. So he's probably added it in his Functions PHP file, and it's probably an array.
Okay, well, let's just leave it the way it is with Registration Magic deactivated. I mean, everything's still screwed up for some people who have registered previous or after Sean, right?
Just the two. I'd leave it activated and have Sean look at it. Take a screenshot, have Sean look at it.
Because really, it didn't change anything for us to deactivate it.
Mm-mm.
We thought it might fix something, and it didn't.
Yep. So just go ahead and reactivate and figure out. There's got to be a way that users can leave a group, but
I'm not seeing anything doubled on Richard's page.
Richard, no, but on Leo's.
Oh, okay.
No, I haven't had any trouble with my page at all. I've gone through everything.
But you've been registered since before the changes were made. In fact, we might take a look at Richard's registration date. Do you have access to that date, Lori?
Let me see.
Because that could be a clue as to which update changed it.
Oh, you know what?
What?
I'm registered in here twice.
Well, you might be registered in there twice because I used your name and on a different email address for testing at one point.
Where am I?
I had to create a separate user account that wasn't an admin account so that we could pretend test.
Also,
months ago.
Sales at virtual championships. Okay.
Yeah. I'm reactivating plugins and stuff so we can do this, work in the database from the front end.
So I did reactivate Registration Magic.
Okay, that's fine. No problem. But I'm going to reactivate this. I deactivated it because I don't want anybody to touch it.
I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it.
I didn't say you did. I'm just saying don't. This actually shows us the database, Laurie, that we would see on our console. So let me look. Let's see if we got
Richard's registration date, because he's still good.
Let me see if we've got this under members. Nothing there. Users. Okay, so we've got WP users, WP registration front users.
That's for the contest.
Test.
Except, yeah, that's me.
You sure?
Yeah.
Let me look.
WP. Well, oh no. I'm not.
Okay.
Sure. Not sure.
You-
WP is also
WP is WordPress users.
Yep. Okay.
But see, this RM is registration magic. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me get on this and explore.
Okay.
Oh, there they all are. Okay. And what's your username, Richard?
Oh, I don't have any idea.
Is
Probably
it Richard Faulkner?
It's Richard or Richard Faulkner.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
You registered on August 12th, 2020 at 9:36 p.m.
That was when we started having, mid-August was when we started having login issues. Remember? And it was probably this issue and we didn't know what it was. And we waited for Sean and Jake to do our, like our, I don't know, 4-second update. When he added the, I mean, I'll go back and look at our mock-ups and see.
Here's some from, okay, I've got one of my fake accounts from November 1st, 2020.
How does that one look to you, for you?
I'm a kick-ass. Let me look at it.
We got to clean up that and delete some of those.
Fake account? Yeah. Well, not until we're done testing.
They're handy for right now. So let me go see. Okay, I'm looking.
Every user has to have a different email address.
Right. Unless I go out and physically remove it from the database.
Well,
like I did with Pam.
Yeah, you had to do it like that.
And so she could do that again. Oh, there I am. I'm a kick-ass. Groups. Okay, I've just got the one badge. And
that's all you should have, too.
That's all I have, and I don't.
In November.
And I have no duplicate.
And we haven't really added any plugins or anything since then. It's the only thing that's changed is Sean has messed, around. And that's
no,
fine.
I hasn't messed it, but yeah.
He hasn't messed it. He's gone in and updated things. So
I think it's in the array that he needs to include the IDs. If he could tell us, Laurie, if this is indeed what he did, is created an array, if he could tell us which line of code that is and where it's at, I can fix that. As each new registration person comes on, you just add the idea to the.
Manually?
How about you email Sean, Jake, and have Jake forward this on to Sean like he always does. But you do it so that nothing's lost in translation.
Okay.
You know more about what that is.
If that's indeed what's happening, then yeah, and then I can just go in. It'll be a manual thing every time somebody registers, but.
Well, no, he should be able to fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He should be able to fix that.
Yeah. Well, just just automatically add to the array. I don't know who would or not, but
what were you saying, Jeff?
The more automation, the better.
Right.
Well, that's true.
And we've paid for that work.
Yeah.
Period.
Well, yeah, but he did what we had. We didn't really intend on adding. Well, yes, we did.
Yes, we
Intended
have
on
other
adding
groups.
more stuff.
We should be able to add more groups in a plugin that's already been used and works. So that's the plugin he's infiltrated to make sure that our profiles reflect the ribbons that everybody wins in every contest, and the contest that they're involved in at this time, and later on that'll link to we're gonna somewhere down the road after we recoup money, we're gonna make it so that you can go back and look at all the entries to all of the contests as a read-only type of thing, but that's down the road. But that would also be accessed through the profile page. So
I'll compose an email and ask him about what he did to code it, how he can code it to automate so that we don't get doubles, and I'll figure it out.
Okay.
And I'd really just for my own personal curiosity is just wonder what that line of code reads, but
okay.
Yeah, I can do that.
That's the best course.
Meanwhile,
those with double vision will have to uncross their eyes or cross them. See straight on your profile.
I was just jumping around. I know you deleted. Did you delete all the groups? No. I noticed because Pam, she doesn't have her badge anymore.
She doesn't have the courageous badge.
I haven't got the courageous badge.
I deleted that one. And then I deleted the beta testers group, I believe.
But I still have the beta testers group.
Okay, well maybe I didn't. Let me double check. Hold on, let me see if we still have the beta. You're still there. You're still there. And that group is still there. I haven't deleted that group yet. Should I delete it?
Right now, I would leave it so that Sean can look at it.
Okay.
And see what,
Okay. Yeah, because everything we have a group that was created as Master Champion for future use. And that, every time I create a group, it gets assigned a new number for the short code. So Master Champion was the 11th group that was created. Then I created the Courageous badge.
That was 12.
Twice, right?
12 and 13.
That would have been 12 and 13, and now the beta testers is 14. But we have a lifetime member, IWCA, regular member, IWCA, and then we have a non-member IWCA, collectors, sponsors,
and
vendors and contributors. Those were all created long before Sean started messing around, and I'm sure those groups are fine. So maybe what we do is there's a couple of extras in there that we're not using. Maybe we could use that group, just rename it and assign, people to that group because we know it works.
Okay.
If you know what did you follow that?
I know what you're saying.
Since we know those.
That would be really interesting.
How many people here are programmers? I think there's Leo. No, not Leo.
Not
Richard.
Me. Okay.
Richard, Pam,
I have some.
Lori, and
I use
Lori.
The ladies.
Isn't that interesting?
Girl power.
So, okay. Do you want me to quick try doing that? Okay, hold on.
Might as well.
It won't take long.
Just throwing stuff at the wall. See
I'm going to ditch the IWCA non-members because we don't really need that. We don't need that distinction. So that's number 6. I'm going to call this the Courageous badge. WCC.
Oh, that's nice.
Courageous Award.
On its way in.
And, I'm not going to put the description in yet because it was kind of clever. And
it was. You want to say that. It was clever.
And then we're going to add an icon, and it's the no, not that one.
And Pam should still be a member there.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Well, she will be. Yes.
Yeah,
we
that's
might
what I
have to
mean.
add a couple other people after today.
Everybody.
Everybody's great.
We all deserve one.
Okay, it's free. Yeah, okay.
Okay, the badge isn't showing up.
Hold on.
Oh, am I just like jumping the gun?
You are. Okay, so now I have to assign that group to, or members to that group, and I'm going to assign Pam. You don't, am I not doing Pam? Who should I assign it to?
Yeah, do Pam.
Okay.
Do Pam.
Do me.
Yeah, she gave her. She had it, so
Yeah.
She found the zombie, so she's got to help kill it.
Okay. Assign. So, we're running out of time pretty soon here. WCC Courageous Award. Get out of there. Oh, never mind. Hold on. Goofball I am.
Isn't this fun, guys? This is what Lori and I do day in and day out.
It is. Yeah. Okay, so
Since May.
Award.
yeah, it is fun. I mean, it is fun because you got to look at it. What it's going to be at the end,
Right?
when we actually have a contest.
Okay, Pam, go ahead and refresh and see if you got an award and anything's goofed up. Hi, Russ. Man, I'm sorry that. Are you in California, Russ?
No, I'm in Alberta.
Oh, is that Pacific time?
No, Mountain.
Oh.
It works.
Yep.
It works. It works.
It works.
Okay.
So it's on Sean's end.
All right. That was a good idea. All right.
Brilliant.
So
there's got to be some limit to the array or something. He's not allowing you to create new groups.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
After the event.
Well, look at what we figured out today. That is awesome because this has been haunting us actually since August, and we didn't really know it until we started picking back up again because we were pretty dormant for a while there while we were getting the software built. And
right.
I'd like to ask Ross or Richard if they have any questions.
Russ.
Kevin.
Richard.
Richard and Russ.
Well, I just saw the notice this morning and thought that if I could learn something, that'd be great.
Well, that's good. Are you a wildfowl carver, decoy carver, all of the above?
Wildfowl.
Oh.
Wildfowl. I do mostly songbirds, but do the occasional duck or bird like a crane or swan or something.
Good. Have you gone to our website yet?
Which one?
Wildfowlcarvingchampionships.com.
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Okay, that's pretty
Register.
key. Yep, you'll have to go and visit and see what's going on there, and it would probably spur a whole bunch more questions. We're a virtual championship that has taken all the divisions that are most popular and created through software a way to compete online virtually using photographs and video. So
are you tied into the carving magazine?
We are in that. They advertise with us, and Tom Huntington, the editor, and he's very supportive of this because he's looking towards the photographs that are going to be generated from this virtual championships to actually provide content for the magazine. They're a little short with the
But we're not affiliated with that at all.
but we aren't
No.
affiliated with them. We are affiliated with the IWCA because we are an affiliate member. We do use their rules. You don't have to be an IWCA member to compete with us unless you're competing in an IWCA championship event sponsored by IWCA. We don't have any of those right now. So, of course, we always encourage IWCA membership. But are you a member of IWCA?
No, actually, none of our club members up here are that I'm aware of.
Are you novice and intermediate level carvers?
Yeah, well, we have everything from beginner to quite skilled carvers in our club.
Well, the reason
Nice.
I ask is that IWCA has the Decorative Carvers of the Year awards, and when an IWCA show has decorative divisions in both the novice and intermediate levels, carvers who enter into those contests can earn points by winning ribbons and best of show awards, and they accumulate those points over the year for an overall IWCA Decorative Carver of the Year award that is not awarded at both the novice and intermediate levels. So by entering our contest, your novice and intermediate carvers could start accruing points for that award at the end of 2021.
Yeah, I'm, there's 60-ish members in our particular club, and I'm not sure why, but it just has never seemed to be important, or has never really come up in many conversations about either individually or as an organization being part of IWCA. They've been kind of independent.
Right.
If it's like an Oklahoma City club, there's very few bird carvers at all, much less wildfowl carvers. That a few people carve a duck every now and then other than me.
Right.
So, and there's probably 60 people, and I don't imagine. There was one other fella up there that used to carve ducks and birds, and he's passed on. So it's down to pretty much just me doing it.
So you're a member of a wood carving group that also has like caricatures and all the different relief carvings.
General wood carving, yeah.
Good.
Same with you, Russ.
Go ahead.
No, my club is strictly wildlife carvers, and in our city, Edmonton, there is another club that is sort of broader based wood carving, which would be relief carving and chip carving and all of those sorts of things. I do believe there may be some wildfowl carvers over there, but because of the social context, I've chosen to stay there rather than move to our club, and that's perfectly fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, share our address with your club.
Yeah, the Wildfowl Carving Championships.com. And
is it the website?
That's
I'll remember that and jot it down. I've also got connection into other Canadian clubs, certainly in British Columbia and in Ontario. In Ontario, it's the Ontario Carving Association is wide based, from clubs that are specifically decoy or wildfowl, and others that are very broad based in terms of all of the things that you can do in carving.
Wonderful. That'd
really be
wonderful.
Awesome. That's kind of like a plan down the road too, having one of those types of contests. But
yes, it is. We have woodworking.
Well, we're hoping to have members submit their on February 12th, with judging taking place around the 15th of March. And you can enter carvings from long ago and into the division of the level of your competition.
We're going to get cut off.
Just want to say quickly, we're running out of time again. So are we going to log in again? Because you've only just started talking to Russ. It's going to die any minute. In a minute.
We have a limited time here.
Yeah. So, do we want to keep going, or we got a minute and 12 seconds?
You know, out of
Any
all the
other
entry
questions?
fees, yeah.
I don't have. I think Lori's going to get a hold of Sean, and if Russ
Fine.
can get to wildfowlcarvingchampionships.com, he'll get the information he can pass on to his group. And Leo, and thank you so much for helping us today.
Oh, no problem.
And Pam,
Absolutely.
your patience, and Richard, your input's always good.
And next week we'll have a longer, well, the Zoom situation will be taken care of.
Yes,
be
and we
limited.
won't have to keep logging in again.
So thank you all for helping and your interest.
Yeah, no problem.
It's gonna
Anytime.
be better. It's gonna get better.
Anytime.
Yep. Okay, well, thanks so much.
Okay.
Take care, and thanks for coming, Russ. Sorry it was at the tail end.
Hey, no, if I can help advocate in Canada, I'm glad to do it.
We're
Okay,
going to do
well,
this again next week.
Yep, and that link works for next week too, that email.